Hi, we're a bunch of gamers, and this is our third episode of our Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th anniversary game. I'm Keegan, and we're going to go around the room and introduce the players again.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I play Shinigami, who is a 3-year-old lupus-born, formerly used in dogfighting rings. In Garu society, she is known as Fury Song, a galliard of the tribe Viana.
I am Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 18 and a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He's known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I play Bee. She is 16 years old and a reluctant Garu Ragabash. In Garu society, she is known as Pillar of Questions, and she is part of the Silent Striders.
I'm Sam, and I play Cora. She's 17 years old. She's an Arun, and in Garu society, she is known as Two-Hearts. She's part of the tribe Geta Fenris.
So, last time, on the way to the Louisiana Sept, you came across a mystery that a savage animal attack had killed several people at a local dog breeder. Upon further investigation, you discovered that it was a puppy mill, and it looked like someone went through their first change. Going through and investigating the town, searching for one of the people who went missing, you discovered that the entire operation was in fact run by the kinfolk of a black spiral dancer. That black spiral dancer then turned on you, and you fought in front of the kinfolk's home. The kinfolk then running out the back. After defeating the black spiral dancer, you heard a scream of the remaining kinfolk who survived the initial attack, only to discover a dog ripping him apart and throwing him against trees like he was a rag doll. The Mastiff was some sort of creature empowered by the wild, and it fled into the Umbra, taking the dog's body with it. You then took a bus and were heading down to Louisiana. It is now November the 25th, 2018. You're at the Manly Refuge. And on the edge. It's about noon.
I'm gonna look for signs of the Sept.
Like M-A-N-L-Y, just manly?
Manlay. M-A-N-L-A-Y.
Okay.
The Sept is 6 miles southeast.
Yeah, but we don't know how far their territory goes.
And we've got him. So you get to follow behind us.
Right. I will say essentially nothing, and just do nothing also, unless addressed directly.
Perfect.
So,
good idea.
Do all of the talking, everyone else.
Great. We'll do our best.
Lupus Farm?
Probably.
It's hard going, and the only way to actually get to the wildlife refuge is via boat, or you can swim.
Well, we don't need to be within the refuge proper, because it's... Unless the refuge is actually just
like
enormous. Is it a national park?
No.
What is the relative size of this? To give us an estimate
well, yeah,
of what
but
these things look like.
And you're right, we don't have to be in the refuge proper because we're going 6 miles south of it? East.
It's a few thousand acres. The actual wildlife refuge itself, it does have a nature trail that you can get to if you backtrack a bit. That will lead you further into the wilderness.
This place is huge.
Okay.
It's fucking ginormous.
So maybe we should just take the trail and keep a sharp eye out for signs of their territory.
So what form are we currently in?
If we're going to take the trail, we should probably go human form as we get onto the trail, and then if we can, keep an eye on the trail to one side, and then be far enough in the woods. Is it woody?
It's marshy.
Marshy. Ew. Let's stay in our human form on the trail. For as
Someone
far
will
as...
have to give the howl of
Yeah, definitely.
greeting or announcement.
Yeah,
I feel like I should do that.
and that's when we get there.
Okay.
If you'd like.
Fiona, that's our thing, right?
They're black fairies.
What?
It's a black fairy sept, not a Fiona sept.
Well, right, but the Fionas are like singers and howlers and tellers of tales or whatever.
Oh, sure.
That seems reasonable.
And your auspice too, right?
Galliard.
Galliard, that's the
Right.
That's the tail talkers too, right? Tail talkers.
They're the bards.
I'll accept it. Yeah, that's the... Right.
Yeah. Okay,
That
so
one.
yeah, you should do that because we finally have a proper talkie person.
Oh. Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I did good.
So, around the trail, as
It's
people.
nice, about 52 degrees, wet, cold.
Which is very
November in
uncomfortable.
Louisiana,
Huh? Yeah, you're in Louisiana.
and it's 50 degrees.
It's not 100 degrees with 100% humidity.
That's also
It is
the
dead
end of
winter.
November. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but...
Not in the city too.
I googled it.
Okay.
No, I get it. But not in the city. It doesn't retain as much
I was
heat.
probably thinking city, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like...
Warm.
Moving through the trail,
My teeth are chattering, and I'm cold.
you start going through. There's a couple people marching through as they kind of side-eye you and
Of course they
move
do.
away. As you continue on, you see one of the trails heading to the west, starting to be a little less upkept.
And the other trail goes which way?
And the other trail is heading south. And it seems to have higher, it's more upkeep.
Less upkept. West.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look around, make sure nobody's around. Do you want me to roll for that?
Yeah, it's perception awareness.
What are you doing?
Making sure nobody, follows us or sees us go down this poorly taken care of. What's the diff?
6.
1.
Okay. Doesn't appear anyone is following you.
No one's following, no one's on the trail. Alright, let's go.
That's fine.
As you continue on, it's kind of muddy. It's kind of like that slurping mud on your shoes as you see a bridge that is rickety and creaks under every step. Underneath it is a river. Start moving along
Good. Creaky.
further and further west. Traveling for several hours.
You should probably howl.
Well, is
The
there
trail
any signs?
ends as it goes into the expanding wilderness where there are streams and creeks and bodies of water in all directions.
I wonder if there's gators in there.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about gators.
I've never been outside of Colorado.
This is a swamp.
Probably.
We probably don't have to worry about them, though.
Maybe we'll find an ogre.
Maybe.
So you can start doing perception
Yeah.
alertnesses to look for the signs of the Sept.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
So div 6?
Yep. Or here it's actually div 8 for signs, since they're typically well hidden.
Wait. Oh, right.
5, 6. I got 6.
Okay.
Perfect. Oh my god.
I see just about everything.
She's got 4 10s in there. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm glad you used all your good rolls today.
Hey, I used my shitty rolls the last time.
When they really counted.
Perception what? I'm so sorry.
Alertness? 2. Okay. Cora, Kyle, you notice chunks of moss that have been removed subtly that seem suspicious. Shinigami, you see scratches etched into a couple of the trees. They appear to be Garu glyphs of some sort. They're scattered and blend in almost perfectly with the trees. And finally, Vic, you see all that. In addition, high in the trees, you see several bones carefully placed as a warning to anyone who notices. And in the mud, you notice imprints of what appear to be dog tracks just across the river.
So, that's macabre.
Can you read these signs?
Oh, yes. The Sept is that way. Probably, I think. You should probably howl.
I meant the markings on the trees.
Yeah, they're...
Yeah, they're ours.
Oh, we can all read that.
Yeah, it's probably their symbol for their tribe.
Okay.
It actually
That's what I'm
says
guessing.
Place of the Wild.
Oh, never mind then. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Though you do see the tribal symbol as well.
So you're on deck.
So you give out the howl of introduction,
Right.
mentioning your names. You mention that you are with Fomori's Bane, though you mention that you have no tribe name or no pack name for yourself. You wait for a few minutes.
We should probably also mention that we do have a male in tow.
Should we?
I don't want to
Surprise them.
surprise them.
Hey,
Guess
surprise! There's a guy here.
This is our male slave.
I mean... No. He's the Philodox.
I think that not surprising them is probably the best
Okay.
solution.
I let them know that there is a
Male.
subdued male in our presence.
Okay.
By subdued, I mean like in as far as his countenance, not like we subdued him.
Like you.
Don't
hear
worry,
a-
she's only 3 years old. She
you hear
doesn't
a
understand.
You hear a low, somber howl that simply says, "Stay."
Staying.
It's expected.
You have a few minutes probably to wait, since the Sept or the Karen may be fairly expansive, and you're not sure how these Guru tend or wish to get to you.
Definitely. Just wait.
After about 30 minutes, you see 2 wolves who are pitch black. As they shift up, one is a woman of fair, younger years, looking to be in her early 30s, and another one who seems much older. As they look up at you, up and down, the younger one goes, I'm Chandra Wormcleaver.
You said Chandra?
Worm cleaver.
Chandra.
And is this Sept of the Lost Howl? Is that what this one is?
This is Sept of the Tranquil Swamp.
Sept of the Tranquil Swamp.
And was she the older one?
She was the younger one. And the older one says, I'm Amnita Nightstalker. Why have you come?
I have urgent news for you.
Very well. Speak it. Who do you... How do you know about this Sept? We've never seen you before.
We come from with messages from Demi Restless Speaker.
Yes, she was here a few months ago.
She says that Endron on December the 17th is moving an L agent onto the oil platform to supervise. The professor says there is a surprisingly small amount of oil in the area, when there is but there are a few hundred miles to the east. It leads her to believe that they are looking for something else.
Let's see.
And it's an oil rig going up. Thanks for stealing. I'm the Silent Strider. She's the Galliard. I'm the Silent Strider. It was my news.
Now, also, if you're going to whisper, do drunk whispering so that it can actually pick you up. So, I see. And that is all. She looks over at you all. Looks you over. Do you need a place to stay for the night? Well, this information can be used as payment for that.
What time of day is it?
It's about noonish.
That would be helpful to get a fresh start in the morning. So we can...
We also could use your help in this. The Sept is small. We don't need to waste any of our warriors chasing this down if we can help it. If you do this for us, we will pay you in talents, and we will allow you to use our moon bridge.
Yes, we will do that. We will definitely do that.
Extremely helpful.
At this point, Night Stalker goes, I'm not quite sure if they're ready. Clea is what your howl said.
Yes.
Not sure if a bunch of Cleoth are ready. As she goes, one moment as her and Wormcleaver step off for a few minutes and begin to whisper amongst themselves.
So out of character, would it be... Could I whisper amongst my pack without them being upset? Like, would that be fine?
Yeah,
like right
that
now?
would be fine, yes.
Okay, sick.
Stage whisper.
You are about to rank up, essentially, right? I mean, we are kind of on the cusp of that. I mean, obviously, we haven't earned it yet through the final deed that you have to do, but we are further along than... We're not totally fresh, I suppose.
Yes.
I mean, we could also just, like, casually mention that we killed a 3rd level Black Spiral.
That would be
as
good,
a bunch of rank
to
ones.
mention. Yeah.
It depends on what they decide right now.
Maybe we should just ask them if we could be glorified at their next move, or have our glory recognized.
Ask if we could participate in their next mood.
Depending on when it is.
When it is.
Because if it's already passed this month, then I may as well just wait.
Right. Well, I'm just thinking, like, if this is tomorrow, then they will know of our deeds through the crazy magic of how the moots work. Right? I mean, it's...
Moot magic?
Do we happen to know how many days it is until the next full moon?
It should be...
I imagine...
I think...
Yeah, because...
As werewolves, we will probably keep track.
I don't remember last time I got my moon rage.
Oh yes, roll 1d...
Oh yeah.
10, please, and that's what your temp rage is going to be.
Oh, me too.
9! I'm angry!
Oh, sorry,
I am the
Cora.
calmest I've been in my entire life. Including
5.
when I was just a normal human.
This is why I am upset at you for
Is there
stealing
any
my
amount
glory.
of willpower that's been recovered since the last...
I'll say 2 points of willpower.
Okay.
What about Gnosis?
Full gnosis.
Perfect.
Hooray!
And it is a waning gibbous moon.
Should have spent more time getting mad.
That wouldn't change the moon. No, I don't remember.
You
last
gain
time.
rage regardless of the phase of the moon.
Yes,
It's just
I
not
do.
full.
I rolled a 1 and I currently have 2 temp rage.
You have 1 temp rage.
It subtracts what I had?
It's your total rage.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the love of...
Yeah, for some reason I decided to have a really good roll for rage, and I have 9.
That's what you had last time, too.
Yeah.
You're so fucking useless today. Okay.
So, Night Stalker turns and goes, give us a moment. And she gives out a long howl, requesting another member of her Sept to join. As you see another older woman, streaks of gray, appearing. She looks you over and goes, "They can be tested." Yes. I think that would be the best course of action.
Who is she?
I'm scared to ask.
Cassandra's Wrath.
That's her name?
Yeah.
Cassandra's Wrath?
Mm-hmm. Like the Greek figure. Prophetic dreams of death and destruction.
Oh.
Since the Black Furies hail from Greece.
Oh. Yeah, that makes total sense.
And they claim most of the Greek heroes were either their kinfolk or them. If you can find where the Sept is here in the Cairn, will allow you to take this mission on foot. You can go into the Umbra if you wish, though I will be speaking to the spirits here to be on guard for any Garou who isn't on the Sept and attack them. The physical world will have its own dangers. Succeed, and we will allow you in. Look for the signs, if your eyes are sharp enough.
Out of character. I worry about him being with us. Like,
She's allowing him in.
Okay.
Better than him being alone. He'd better stay with us.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying leave him here. I just didn't know if I should bring it up or not.
You'll be fine. Just hang
No, she looked them all over and
Okay. Perfect.
So, out of character, my concern is that she didn't say that we all had to get into the Sept.
Explain.
I'm sneaky!
She
I am
wants to
sneaky.
split up?
Well, I think half of it is finding it, though.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
but
unless you
once...
can sneakily find it by yourself also.
it was also implied.
I don't think we have to be sneaky either.
I'm just thinking get to a high place, because that would be the easiest to see through the brush. Because, I mean, a Sept is going to be spread out over space. Am I incorrect?
I mean, kinda.
Okay.
I think it. Well, sorry, kinda right. Because our Sept was spread out, like, it wasn't super big, but the entire Cairn was really big, but not the Sept itself, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
you're assuming that every Sept's like yours.
that's fair.
Also, though, there's nothing particularly visually noticeable about a Sept, is there? I mean, like, there aren't buildings or anything. There's not big clearings or...
Yeah.
It's just there are people there. And we could be miles from it, potentially.
sniff the air.
This...
Well, I think we should probably accept first.
Wait. I was just moving forward. Okay.
It's all good.
We accept your challenge.
Good. As she looks down into the waters to her reflection, then I will inform the spirits. You'll have 5 minutes to prepare.
I thought she was going to say 5 minutes to get there.
There you go. Alright, I'm going to shift to lupus form. Do I roll?
No, because you're Lucas.
We should all
right.
probably shift to lupus form.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Shift to
And
shift.
I don't know if we should go into the Umbra or not.
Well,
Because with the Umbra, I imagine there would be a concentration of shadows.
let's stay here.
Okay.
Let's stay here for 2 reasons. One is that we have a vague idea of where the last one came from, and how long it took her to get here. We also, if we should be able to maybe catch their scent specifically, which we could not follow in the Umbra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we could reasonably follow here.
Sand paw prints.
We could
Right.
just track her trail back to it.
Right.
Well, you know, between the mud and broken branches, which there's definitely going to be broken branches.
See, that speaks to me as way too easy. There's going to be some sort of sentry.
Well, yeah, but we don't necessarily have to fight them. It's just whatever dangers she mentioned are what we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah. And she's telling the spirits that we might be there anyway and to attack us on sight. So either way, we're fighting.
I
Yeah.
have a question out of character. Can animals talk to each other?
No, they can only speak to their own species.
Sorry, we don't speak squirrel.
There are specific gifts for that.
Yeah, I think tracking as far as we can in the physical realm, and then stepping sideways into the Umbra when we have lost the track, just to, you know, maybe check and see if we're close and see any shadows would be a smart idea.
Are they still here?
No, they've all passed into the Umbra. They all went instantaneously.
Okay.
I have another question out of character. Sorry.
It's fine.
For mind speak, do I have to know that the person is there, or can I like detect people's minds that I could connect with?
You would have to know they're there.
Okay.
Mm.
Otherwise, it'd be a great detection technique too.
Yeah.
For
really
a
cool.
rank 1 gift.
Okay, and so they came from which direction? Did we see them come from?
The west.
The west.
And how long did it take
30 minutes.
the third one to show up?
Fairly quickly, actually.
Fairly quickly. So it's possible that it's close. It's also possible that this is like the person who patrols.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Or the person who was on patrol.
It's a marshy area, so we can probably trust that it's not underground or anything like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I hadn't
Are there
considered that it could be
Tall
there.
trees?
Yes.
Could be in the trees.
I don't know. I feel like cypress trees
Why
don't
would they
have a
live
lot
there?
of...
I don't know.
Just throwing that out there.
They are still like wolves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think wolves can climb trees. I
Easier
feel like
to stay. Well, no, but people can.
yeah,
and
but
Krynos can, and Hispo can.
just seems like a
Hispo is right. Glabro. Sorry.
Probably a lot of moss and stuff like that. I wonder if there would be a way. Can we smell if moss is freshly broken?
Yes.
Okay. So we can follow where moss at a certain height has been broken, you know, because, I mean, alligators might do that too, but not like at people height or something. Maybe we could do that.
Like shoulder height? Where
Right.
they brushed up?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or we can also look for articles that got caught in the moss, like hair or bits of clothing.
Yeah, lots of good tracking.
we should probably also just while we're doing this look for literal just signs of the
Yeah,
Sept.
because that's what she did say. She said look for the signs. So I think
Just do all of it. I mean,
just all encompassing.
yeah.
Use your eyes.
Alright, so who has the best perception and tracking and stuff?
We should all be doing it. For sure.
I switched to Lupus and I tried finding a trail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Perception alertness, and with your lupus bonus, it's a diff 5.
One.
Perfect.
one.
2!
Great success.
Of course, the initial smell is across the river from where you saw them before.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're going to go swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you dive in and you feel the muck get all up into your fur.
Yeah.
As you get to the other side and you get a nice whiff of the scent as you start moving across, weaving through, you travel about 30 to 50 feet past the big brush that they came crashing through and notice another river, and their scent is gone.
Can we look for, more markings or, physical?
Mm-hmm.
So
And you notice that their paw prints did not go into the river.
Okay.
I look up.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
You do not.
Okay.
2.
2.
You catch a scent of a different wolf in a different area if you go northward slightly from this point.
Do we see any other physical traces of...
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
You get the
okay.
scent of another wolf, and then you do notice there's some broken branches further along where the scent is.
Do Garu light fires?
Depends.
I don't remember if there were any of ours. Alright.
So we'll go north
follow
then?
the
Yeah.
northward trail.
I mean, that's
that
what
way,
you're
yeah.
gonna do.
Yep.
Sure.
We'll follow
As you
them.
start heading north, you start going that way. Who's in front?
I will.
Okay. Perception alertness, diff 7.
Is that with the bonus? Is that with the bonus?
Well, because it's sight-based at this point.
Yes, 3.
3. You see it just in time as you hit a thread of naturally made string and a log starts flying towards your face. Please make a dexterity athletics roll to jump out of the way.
How close are they all to me? Are they in danger too?
No.
Okay, so dexterity what?
Athletics?
Lupus dexterity.
Right. 5.
You jump out of the way as you all see this massive log swing overhead, smashing branches and throwing up tons of new scents.
Great.
I mean, good, we're on the right track, but
Well, maybe.
One would presume that they would not place a trap perpendicular to their location.
Why?
Change back into Hamid form, and I look for the string.
Okay.
They want it to hit
and
people?
follow it.
Okay. The string leads over as you see it lead to a catch that leads to the ropes, leads to the
Log.
log.
Okay. I guess, how much growth was on the log?
A little bit, not a ton.
So this was probably recently made. Which means broken branches. And footprints. I'm gonna look for broken branches and footprints.
Okay.
Six, yeah?
Yes.
1, 2.
Or we're going to go with 8 because it broke a ton of branches. Coming
1.
down. Perfect. You do find some, but you also notice that there's a pool, just a puddle, near where this trap was set up, with some footprints standing right in front of it.
like super fresh footprints, or
No, but footprints to indicate.
Umbra.
Surrounded by lots of reflective water.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. So following someone's path through this would be nearly impossible because they could enter and exit the Umbra 20 times in one trip.
Alright, I guess we're gonna head into the Umbra.
Is that the group's consensus?
Alpha?
I think it's a good idea, because otherwise we're just gonna be going around in circles probably.
Okay. Alpha?
No, I'm probably leading us into the Umbra because I've got the highest gnosis now. Yay.
Well, all of our gnosis got refilled, right?
Well, but permanent gnosis is the one that...
Got it.
Yeah. Oh, you have 5 too? Sweet.
But
Also,
she's not part of the pack.
Oh,
she
yeah.
has to go by herself.
Yeah, you have to go by yourself.
Also,
I'm so sorry.
you only fill your gnosis up to your max dot.
Attempt to lead us into the Umbra.
Alright.
Is diff 3 here because it's a Karen?
Oh, I was about to...
You're about to be sad.
4.
What about this?
Well, I was about to have 3.
Okay,
I can't
that's not
remember
so
what
bad.
level
But now I have
Karen
4.
is this. Oh, so it is diff 4.
Oh, well, 3 then.
You still instantaneously shift,
So we vanish out of view.
and you can do the same roll.
Okay. So gnosis?
Yep.
Diff 4?
Yep.
2, 2.
Takes you about 30 seconds. As you appear, I need a perception alertness check.
What if?
You ain't there.
Oh.
You're not there yet, Alex.
What diff?
We're gonna go with diff 6.
Bonus
4.
included? Or...
3 successes.
No. Or, yes, bonus.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
4.
4. As you see a serpent spirit gazing at you and starting to pull itself up, ready to strike.
I speak with it.
As it goes, I was commanded to make sure you don't enter.
So, the Sept is that way.
Pretty
In
sure you can
the
outrun a
Umbra.
snake if you zigzag. Is that racist?
because it's a different species entirely. But it's also a spirit, so I don't know if they have, like, special spirit speed.
Okay.
As it looks at you, what is your willpower?
4!
Okay. Its eyes seem to gleam.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh, crap. Do I have to roll willpower?
Huh?
Do I have to roll willpower?
No, I'm wondering what your willpower score is so I know what the difficulty is.
Oh.
So your willpower is what again?
4.
4.
Alright, guys, I'm getting charmed.
Good. That's what we wanted. Not at all, actually, but...
So for 6 turns you are paralyzed and cannot move as you just go rigid, Vic. As you stand there completely... What was that?
Talking back to the spirits, B!
I have no idea what I was saying.
No, but it did look like you were talking back to the spirit. Because it's incoherent hissing, and then the serpent looks at you and you're like...
Yeah.
And frozen in space.
I'm probably more like in this kind of position, just kind of trying to talk to it.
Yeah.
Whatever
As a
way it
wolf?
is, I'm gonna wind up carrying you.
No! I switched to my Hamid
She
form
switched to Hamid. Yeah, she switched to Hamid. Yeah.
to look for broken branches.
You
and
appear
shit.
as you see Bick frozen in place, a
Attitude on her hips.
giant serpent spirit gazing at her, and I need a perception awareness from you as well.
Yeah. Awesome. Diff.
6.
Okay. 2.
With all this happening, you notice 2 additional serpents moving through the water towards you.
Okay.
You all notice that on the southwestern shore, some of the land has actually risen up out of the water in the umbral version of this land to create a bridge that leads to another island.
Well, what I can think is they want to slow us down, so we need to collect our statue over here and haul butt. So I need to shift out of my lupus form into something big enough to carry that one.
Probably Krynos.
But would that be wise whenever we shift out I'm a werewolf? Or is that fine? Is it unwise for me to shift into Krynos, or is it fine?
Why would it be unwise, I guess, is the...
There's hiking trails. People, I don't...
You're in the
We're in
umbral
the
right
umbral.
now.
Umbra. They can't see us.
Okay. I was thinking if we came out. So what's the difficulty to shift into Krynos? Very
6.
quickly. Okay.
6, and you will need 2 successes to reach Krynos.
Okay.
You can spend a rage to do it instantly.
I'm gonna point out, last time I Krynosed and rampaged through the Umbra, I got hit in the face with a tree.
I don't think we really have time, like, in-game, to explain that.
I'm not rampaging.
That's fair.
Because I can't rampage or I'm going to attack all of
true.
y'all.
So, roll.
I mean, just like...
Stamina Primal Urge.
2. Div 6.
Div 6. They have them right there.
Oh. So they do. And I have to get at least 2, you said,
Yep.
right? I got 1.
So you're in Hispo form.
Great. Is that big enough to... Well, that's 4-legged.
You could pick her up with your teeth, yes.
Would that hurt her?
Yes.
What if I grabbed her by the scruff of her clothing?
Her clothing might rip.
Okay. How long did it take me to shift just now?
About 5 seconds. The serpent is going in for a bite. And the other 2 will be here in 2 turns.
Can I go in for defensive?
We need to get out of here. We can't let them get to us.
Roll Dex Athletics right now. If you get 3 successes, I will say you jumped in the way of Vic.
I was going to say, how badly would I hurt her?
I would say 1 ag. Because you're using your teeth.
Well, what I'm thinking is, like, fight the serpent.
Well, I'm thinking, like, these are their guardians. It'd be kind of rude to kill their guardians.
Well, I'm not trying to kill. To stop. What's the diff?
Div 6. You need 3 successes to successfully jump in B's way.
I did not.
Div 5 for a bite.
Can I headbutt B to get her out of harm's way?
It is too late. We've already done the one action to try and defend.
Okay.
You're spending your time shifting, and as you're finally coming out of your shift,
Okay.
that's when the fangs are coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good.
What?
That's what she's frozen as.
Oh, right.
She can't dodge.
I thought she was just pointing at me. I was like, what?
No.
What am I
She did make it
supposed
look
to
that
do?
way.
Don't do that.
You lucked out. I rolled like trash. Too lethal.
Nice. So
You probably healed.
I'm gonna instantly shift by spending a rage.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna grab her and start going across the bridge.
As you two specifically start running across the bridge, I need you to roll Dex Athletics.
Well, that's not good. I'm
Because
not
of your
very either
colossal
of those
weight.
things. That makes sense.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
changed
wait.
into Krynos.
Oh, I increased my athletics. What a joy.
Well done.
What's the difficulty? 6? Just
6.
assume 6? Okay.
6, you need 2 successes.
I
If
crush
don't say
it.
difficulty, just assume 6.
4.
4. Your legs are making sure you're not going down. You're raising your legs faster than they are sinking, Kyle.
Nice.
And
2.
2. So you are doing the same. As you're waddling through, you're not as graceful as Kyle, but
Cora, are you running?
you are doing.
Not
She doesn't
yet.
have. Yeah, she doesn't have to make the roll.
Yeah,
She's
'cause-
in Hamid, so she's light enough.
I'm in Lupus.
Or Lupus.
Well, he's
so
also
she's-
carrying someone.
Yeah. So, but
I got 4 successes, though.
Yeah,
100 pounds when you both are basically a few thousand really doesn't
That's fair.
tip the scales that much.
I could have just thrown her across the...
And he still would have started singing. It wouldn't mattered very little.
Oh,
So.
I was just writing a note
Okay.
because it was unrelated.
As in the middle of this, he gets to the other side, and there's another pool there. As the serpents are coming along, you finally snap out of it.
Oh my god. That was the weirdest thing ever. Thank you so much for saving me. We should get out of the Umbra.
As the snakes are coming along.
Take us through.
Oh, God.
But fast, though.
Right now! Quickly!
You
Don't I
too.
have to roll 2?
You do have to roll
How many again?
your gnosis. Difficulty 4.
Don't get left behind.
You instantly go.
3.
You instantly go.
Okay.
Hooray!
As you're watching the serpents close and they vanish, you notice the land moving down as you shift back into the Umbra as you are on another island. Anyone who's in Lupus form right now? Or his foe. His foe, it's difficulty 8. Lupus, it's difficulty 6 for a perception alertness roll.
Can I perceive
Why is it worse
awareness?
for his
No,
foe?
you are in human form because this is scent based.
Oh.
So all you smell is swamp.
It smells like wet.
I'm in
Kyle?
Krynos.
Kyle's in
I got
Krynos.
Krynos,
2.
I would say he could do it too, yes.
Diff, what did you say?
6 for you.
2.
3. And diff 8 for Kyle.
Terrible.
Wow.
No successes.
Alright, so
Terrible.
you both get more scents. One scent is of one of the Black Furies you had smelt earlier. And another one is of another wolf. One is heading west, and the other one is heading north-northwest.
What direction did the serpents come from?
They were coming from the north, specifically.
Okay.
And two were coming from the north, one was coming from the south.
Well, the question is, which one of the wolves that we smelled before?
The first round.
Okay, so I think that means more. Because they probably came from...
Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Sept are highly spiritual places, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Can you feel, like, as a werewolf, can you feel the spiritual presence of it?
When you get close to the heart of one, yes. So you do feel this... a Sept... No, a spirit is not... Or a Sept is not highly spiritual. A Sept is the society that builds around a Karen, and a Karen is highly spiritual.
Okay.
So you feel the Karen's spiritual presence a little bit around you.
But we can't tell.
The direction of a Sept, because the Sept is a society of just werewolves.
Dang. I was hoping.
Judging by snakes, we should probably go.
One other question, though. The other wolf that we smelled, that they smelled, is it the same as the other wolf that they smelled before?
It is.
Okay, so...
They went in different directions.
Well, the other wolf, though, might... If that was the one that set the last trap, then maybe that direction is another trap. So if instead we follow the first one...
North.
Are there any... Again, because... Cassandra's Wrath said to look for the signs, so I'm wondering, are there any hidden, signs pointing like...
That is a perception alertness. Anyone can do it. It is difficulty 8. And they will get harder to spot as you get closer.
3.
0.
3.
So, how many did you get, Kyle?
0.
So, Kyle, Cora, you don't see anything. Shinigami, B, you do see something. On the western one, you see Path of Life, Path of the Creator. And on the northwest one, you see Path of Coyote.
Path of Coyote just being Path of Trickster, right?
Yeah.
They're just tricking us. If you go that way, let's not go that way.
Exactly.
So north and northwest were marked Path of Coyote?
There's west, and then there's northwest.
So it's like northwest, but this way.
Right.
Sorry, well,
because he was saying that there was 2 scent paths. One was going north and one was going northwest. I didn't hear
one was going west and one was going northwest.
Okay. So, yeah, the not Coyote one.
Yes, not Coyote.
Alright, Path of Creation, or the Creator. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for a trap.
Okay.
Actively keeping an eye out.
Alright. Perception alertness, diff 10.
2.
You're doing so well today.
It will end soon. We'll get our comeuppance.
You do see something, and you stop yourself.
I spread out my arms, and I'm like, wait. I see something. What do I see?
You notice that part of the trail, about half of it, the earth is actually wobbling like gelatin, slightly in the breeze. It's quicksand. And when you press your hand down slightly on it, you notice that it parts and there are wooden spikes in the quicksand.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. This is just like the movies. I did not think for a second that quicksand would ever be an issue for me.
Never.
Let's mark this momentous occasion.
Marked. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go around the quicksand. Because quicksand does not have infinite space. You can go around quicksand.
Can I check for additional traps?
You can. It's diff 10.
Yeah.
Perception alertness 10. Well, she can. Because she can be doing it at the same time you were doing yours.
Nope.
Alright, you didn't see anything.
Everything seems fine.
As you move along, you get onto another island. It's shaped almost like a gibbous moon with a cove that moves in with nice clear waters.
I'm gonna go look in the water.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look on the island.
And percept.
Okay.
Try and see what's going on down there.
Okay.
Diff 10?
For this, it's diff 6.
I will look as well.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was a bust.
Nope. Nothing.
4.
You see that the water is pristine and it gives almost a perfect mirror-like sheen, giving your reflection back perfectly.
This would be so helpful at home. Honestly.
What about when I get onto... I'm gonna go through and onto the island.
Okay, and that's the cove on the island, on the far end. As you're moving along the island is full of trees and grass. There are several signs that something was sleeping here before, under the mud.
Under the mud?
Yeah.
Doesn't a reflective surface indicate we need to go into the Umbra?
Yeah, but there also could be, paralyzing snakes.
Maybe we shouldn't talk to the snakes.
I talk to snakes.
Maybe you shouldn't. If you do, we'll tie a rope around your waist so we can drag you next time.
I wish we had rope.
Were there any wolf tracks leading near the water?
Yes, you did see some wolf tracks as well that seemed to stop at the water's edge.
I'm going to shift to Lupus and give the nest sleeping spot a good sniff.
Okay.
Diff?
6.
I'm going to actually go down to Lupus as well because I think my agility is going to be important.
Okay.
Nope. I don't see shit. I don't smell shit.
Well, I mean, that's good.
So if I go into the... Oh, gods.
The umbrella?
Yes, that one. Can I just, check how things are and come back?
You would have to roll for each one.
How hard is it?
Diff 4 here.
So, but if you
But I
get
get to roll
one
5.
success, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
1 success, 5 minutes. 2 successes, 30 seconds. 3 successes instantaneously.
Well, this was the path of light, not the path of the trickster, so I think I'm going to check. We'll see how it turns out.
Okay.
Diff what again? I'm sorry.
4.
4.
Okay.
Alright. Well, if she's gone for more than 30 seconds, we have to go through. So,
fair.
well, really, if she's gone for more than instantaneous, we have to go through.
BRB. 2.
Oh, those are 1s.
Wait, no.
Those.
No, this is 10.
No, that's a
so 1.
Because, see, 70. That's 10. 0, 0 is 10.
Oh.
So, that's a 1. So you subtracted that one. And so that's 5.
So, yeah. Wait.
5 minutes then.
Okay.
Or, I thought you rolled 2 1s. Anyway. So, 5 minutes of meditation upon the water.
Get ready, though.
Indeed.
As you pass through, the cove opens up as you feel the cool waters starting to press against your legs and expand out as you see smaller islands growing around you in almost like a circular fashion, each one filled with tons of trees, almost like a summer day, reeds sprouting up, insects buzzing, and crocodiles or alligators on the banks, sleepily looking up.
Is there anything in the middle of the circle of islands?
Yes. There seems to be something that almost like tunnel that under the water that you could swim through.
And I could breathe?
You have to hold your breath.
But it's... Oh, like a tunnel through the dirt. I was thinking the water was
No.
processing. I don't know why.
I thought the exact same thing, like the sinkhole of water, like the, what is it, the Devil's Pit?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool. But I'm not in any immediate danger.
Not yet.
You will be in approximately 6 seconds.
So you better roll 3.
I make note... So if I make note of where something physically is in the Umbra, then shift back. Can I go to where it was in the Umbra? Oh,
The physical and see if it's still there.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I make note of where it is. That's
Okay.
a note.
Roll intelligence.
I don't know if I'm the smartest cookie. I'm not the smartest cookie. Okay.
Damn, Kyle, we needed you for this.
Man,
Yeah, the guy who
I
can
did
barely
it.
get into the Umbra.
Eidetic memory, perfect.
Because your eidetic memory.
Alright, here we go.
6. You got it.
Yay.
See?
Just say you wouldn't have had to roll.
As you hear a hiss,
You actually have
Go
to
back.
one of
describe
the
that
alligators splashes
In-
into the water.
in
Going back.
situations like that.
At
Oh.
4.
Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 minus 1, 2.
So you got 30 seconds.
Okay.
As the thing starts moving closer and closer and closer. And it comes up for a colossal bite.
Yeah, he gets like 5 actions against you. If we're going by 6 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, 6 seconds per round. But no.
I was thinking they were like a distance away from me.
They're swimming though. Like it's getting up and it comes up to bite and you appear in the physical world screaming.
I grab onto whoever's nearest to me.
As you notice her fur is wet.
So how did it look?
We're going that way!
As she points in the relative direction of where the tunnel was.
Okay.
All right,
what
then.
did you see? That way.
Teeth. Lots of teeth. Go that way.
Okay.
Toward the teeth?
No!
I will go that way and look.
Okay.
Let's percept the shit out of this.
What's the diff?
9.
Oh, should we keep looking for signs?
As you look,
That's what I want.
the water is murky. You see there's a bunch of grass and things. There's a couple of gaps here and there, but nothing that indicates a definite hole. It looks like it'd be a swim of faith.
Who can hold the breath the longest?
I don't know
It's
what
stamina
it is.
based.
Stamina?
So you.
I got 4.
Oh,
Both of
that's
you.
me.
Let's do it.
Are you guys going to do it in human?
We're gonna do it in our stamina.
How?
Well, wait. Which
That'd be Krynos.
which
It's a hole
form?
large enough for your Krynos.
Well, and which
Oh,
form is the
awesome.
best at swimming? Because like.
I would think do wolves have webbed toes?
No, I don't believe so.
Glabro, maybe? Because that's still more than
Can they like dive though?
Glabro?
Right? Like.
Glabro's human form, so yes. Is a human
Oh
form.
no, sorry. I just
No,
meant.
that's Hispo.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I got turned around.
Yeah. I got turned around earlier, too. So I'm thinking Glabro, because that's got more stamina, and...
It's only got 2 more stamina. Hispo has 3.
But is the hole large enough to
That's fair.
fit a dire wolf, like mini bear?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to race?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Fucking let's race.
So B and I are just gonna sit on the shore
Okay.
and not do this until we figure out if, it works.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of like rope, is there any kind of thing around here that we can use to tie around our waist for safety purposes?
Do we have other vines?
Yeah, but they're not going to be long enough.
Oh.
And they're going to be fragile enough to where you can't be like...
Oh, no, just like... I was
Pulling
thinking
someone up.
like... Kind of like a string to guide us back.
What? Did you pick up that string from the log?
No.
Oh.
What do we have? Do we have anything?
No.
No.
We have nothing.
We're light travelers.
So we don't have any kind of safety measures.
No, so you just kind of have to do
Before we go down, let's look for a sign.
Sure.
Okay.
I will look for a sign.
The difficulty.
You can... We'll do perception alertness. We'll go diff 8.
0.
2.
Again.
2. 3. No, 2. 2.
2.
All things point to that it's going to be a swim of faith.
Yes!
Nice.
Race.
Okay.
You bastard. Alright, you're on.
You looked for a sign, I gave you one, man. Like,
Alright.
a clear one.
Okay, ready?
Sometimes
luck.
you just have to take the risk.
So how much do we roll to get to the bottom of this?
You're going to be doing a strength athletics for your actual swim.
But not your human strength, though.
His book.
Well, and then
Glabro.
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 Then I'm like 2.
I can't trust you.
And I will keep how many successes you need a secret.
Yay!
And
Nice.
you'll have to do multiple rolls.
Good.
Great.
I'll use that. Thank you.
What's the diff?
6 for the first roll.
Oh, the diff is 6?
The diff is 6
Okay, so
for the initial roll.
That's a 1.
Okay, so that's 1.
I got 4 for my strength.
Minus.
Okay.
1,
As
2.
you enter the...
Oh, crud.
How many?
I got a lot of 1s.
We
so
have
they
mulligan
canceled
chips.
out all my successes.
No,
So
you have
But
2 right there too. Right?
Yeah, well, I've got a 1 and a 1 and a
And a
wait.
9.
And then
Oh.
4, so
Two
you have 2
successes.
successes.
Okay, my bad. 2 successes.
As you start to go through, you get clumsied up. You hit some of the roots on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam, you
Mm-hmm.
go pretty well.
Perfect.
You feel the edges of the mucky tunnel. I need a stamina roll from you both.
Out of character, would my claws be helpful in like kind of like putting them into the mucky wall and kind of trying to drag myself along as well?
Possibly.
Would that make it easier?
I would say no because it would reduce your speed though at the same time.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's fair.
because it's harder to pull yourself through water than it is to swim through it.
These two were
What's our
not.
diff on this one?
The second strength roll or this is the stamina roll. This is diff 6.
Okay, I got 4.
4. You're good.
4.
You're good. All right. Now the strength athletics roll is going to be diff 7, as it's more of a confined area
Okay.
around you.
Useless.
4 for me.
Ouch.
Oh, there it is. I'm blind.
Diff 7, you said?
Yep.
5.
5. All right. So you're moving through. It's getting kind of claustrophobic. You actually feel some of the muck starting to compress against your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So you go down. I need another stamina roll.
Stamina.
It's also this is going to be diff 6 for how well you held last time.
I got 1.
1.
2.
All right. You're starting to feel it in your chest a little bit as you're heaving through. It's going to be diff 7 for the next holding your breath roll. It is now diff 8 as the walls are really starting to climb in. You actually have to drag yourself through the muck of the hole.
Diff 8, you
Yep.
said?
1.
I got 4 successes.
Nice. It's and now hold your breath.
That's diff 7 now?
Yep.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
Nothing?
minus
Nothing.
1.
Take a point of bashing. You cannot regenerate it until you can breathe again.
Okay.
I got 3.
You're good.
Yay.
That's just the 1.
And it will be diff 8 next time.
Okay.
All right. Roll again.
What's the diff on this one?
This is diff 8 again.
Nothing.
1,
Oh,
You
same.
kind of get stuck in there.
3. Oh, wait, I got 1. 1 success.
You're kind of going through. You will be diff 7 for the next strength roll. You will be difficulty 8 again because of where you're at.
And this is breath?
Breath.
Diff 7?
Yep.
I didn't get anything.
3.
Okay. So you take 1 point of bashing, and your next breath roll is going to be diff 8.
I thought your breath roll was diff 8.
Yes.
Yeah, hers was 7.
And I got 2 8s and a 0.
Oh, so you just
So
put a little slash there.
Okay.
right?
I thought you had
So
a
it's
7.
like not a bad kind
No,
of
I don't think
damage.
so.
It's really easy to heal.
Okay.
It's just that you can't heal it right now.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So
Alright.
you said mine would be 7 now?
Yep, yours is diff 7, yours is diff 8.
1.
So you pull yourself through.
Where's my...
The cavern starts to open up a little bit. It's going to be diff 7. The next one.
I got 2, 4, 6. I got 7 successes.
As you
Perfect.
burst out the other side, swim out, and you see another island further to the west.
Okay.
How much time has passed?
A couple of minutes.
Oh, wait. This is our breath, right? Oh, this
This
is my
your
breath. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Do I take another point of bashing damage?
You are taking another point of bashing damage.
That's
And you're
perfect.
going to take that penalty as well.
Yes, I am.
And you are going to It's going to remain diff 8 for that, but diff 7 here.
Okay.
Don't forget to remove a die.
Can I, like, reach in and...
She's too far still.
5, 4, 2, 3, 3. Nope, nothing.
You
I get
trapped.
stuck.
You got stuck. Alright, roll breath, Sam.
Oh.
Now that I'm breathing, do I recover?
You're now recovering and you regenerate.
Oh, for the love of Christ.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't even know what's happening here.
You better start using resist pain.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Alright.
Jeez, oh Pete. Resist pain. Ignore that point. Oh, 8. 8.
Diff 7.
3.
3.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Sam, you're getting further. It's opening up more. It's only going to be diff 6 here.
Okay.
I am going to reach my hand down.
Oh, you have to do rest.
Yeah, but I've gotta breathe. Or not.
Still too far, though.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
7 or 8?
8. Because you're still struggling to
2.
breathe. So you're able to hold off, and you're struggling, though.
Yeah.
Alright.
2.
As you get just close enough to see Shinigami's paw as she grabs and pulls you out as you cough as a chunk of blackened water spills from your mouth and starts to pour out as it gets a little more sandy.
Yeah.
as soon as she starts to quiet down, I win.
Well done.
So how much time has passed now?
I would say probably like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right.
So meanwhile,
I can
best
hold my
case
breath for 10
scenario
minutes.
is that
They
it's
drowned.
5 minutes. No. I'm assuming that they lived, but best case scenario, it's 5 minutes away, and they're on their way back, which doesn't sound likely.
Should we howl?
So
You could.
Yeah, we could.
So I howl like, we're okay.
As you hear a howl in the distance, you hear due west of you.
Okay.
So you guys could probably just hoof it.
Mm.
yeah, I'm not great at swimming.
No, we would fail,
Or
I
holding
think.
my
Based
breath.
on
Yeah,
how
I
long
think
it took
we
them
all
to
might
howl, I
drown.
think we would die.
Yeah.
So let's, can we just follow that howl? Is that...
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Swim.
But do we have to swim under?
No.
No, you don't.
Can we... That seems fine with me. Yeah, I
That
think
is
I can still
fine.
swim.
Okay.
Just like I need breath and air.
Okay.
While we're waiting, I tell Shinigami
So
about how
I need
to sing
I
her
need you
glory
guys
and
to
honor.
roll
Her
strength
glory for
athletics.
winning
Diff
this
5.
competition and the honor for pulling me to safety.
I'm
And I will
gonna
sing it at the next mood.
Thank you very
Labro.
much.
Oh wait.
And you said, sorry, what stats?
Strength athletics diff 5.
Well, now I'm gonna roll my Krynos strength part as well because I rolled the rest of it, but I forgot Krynos. So there.
Oh, in the physical world?
Yeah, I've just been
Okay.
Krynos still.
I
Bitchin', I guess.
But it's 8 successes.
Alright. As you're swimming, you're getting pretty far, but
4.
you're doing pretty good. However, Kyle, because you got there first, I need you to roll Dex Athletics difficulty 9.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Is this because I'm Krynos?
No,
Okay.
but it doesn't hurt.
1 success.
You don't get enough successes as you hear a click and a makeshift net shoots from the water and wraps around you and that's weighted, that starts dragging you down, and because of your colossal weight, you start sinking to the bottom of the marsh.
Can I claw my way out?
Your claws are like stuck, so you're struggling. You have to get it off first, and
Okay.
I need you to roll Rage to represent the panic you're feeling.
Okay, which...
Temp or...
Temp or permanent, whichever is higher. And it's difficulty 4 because you're in Krynos.
2 successes.
Alright, you keep enough cool not to frenzy.
Great.
Alright,
Help.
So you're going to need to do a strength, or you're going to have to do Dex Athletics to try and get it off of you. Strength isn't going to help.
Okay.
It's gonna be
doggy paddle over there and help him?
You can try doggy paddling over there, but he's twice as far as you are.
Yeah, I got 8 successes. And I just booked it. I was just like, swimming? Where I don't need to breathe? Yes! What div?
No, div 8.
Why would you do that? When 7 is so much better for me.
Because you weren't prepared to hold your breath, you're going to take a point of bashing?
One success, though.
Oh, 1 success?
One
okay.
success.
You need 2.
Okay.
2 successes, div 8. So you take 1 point of bashing.
Alright.
Because you didn't get a chance to like take a deep breath.
That's fair.
To hold it.
Yep.
So you're just like...
Can I swim the rest of the way?
You can start swimming, yeah. We're going to say 1 roll for the swim now.
Diff what?
Div 5.
5.
Alright, you get up to Kyle.
Okay, I'm gonna help him.
Okay. You can do a Dex Athletics. It's going to be diff 8 for you because it's hard to see because the water's just being thrown up of him thrashing. The mud's been thrown up. It's hard to find it's hard to find the net. God. Every success you roll, you'll give him an extra die.
Oh.
And that's diff what?
For your help, it'll be, I said diff 8.
2.
2. So you get 2 extra dice.
I already have 2 successes. Do I have to roll the last 2?
Yes.
Okay. If you hurt me, you devil!
We'll say you got out. The net spills open as you come up, as your eyes are frenzied, looking around as you're trying to swim and catch yourself. Mud and water leaking through your teeth.
I hate this place.
It's
so
terrible.
far I have been doing fine, but you look kind of beat up.
Am I healed by now?
You can now heal, yes.
I'm fine. Now.
So, 1 last roll, please.
Oh, what a...
Strength Athletics, diff 5.
2, 4, 5.
5.
Alright, you guys get to the other island where Cora and Shinigami are.
Are you gonna howl for them?
You're on the island, they see you.
Oh.
With their eyes. We can...
I thought they were in a cavern.
Yeah.
You made it!
Woo!
We did.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And everything was fine.
You know.
I'm just gonna say that I just feel like it makes sense for my personality for her to be kind of invigorated by competition.
Okay, that's fair.
We're just going with that.
Cool. Alright, 1 sec.
So I get up to shore and I say, "We thought you died."
Nearly.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Raspy voice, very nearly.
It was
I
like...
kind of like pat you heartily on the back.
You see a Krynos raggedly come on.
There are traps in the water.
Oh yeah! Kyle discovered one.
That sucks.
It turns out swimming really fast isn't always good. It means you get the trap instead of B.
It was so honorable of you to sacrifice yourself in the trap.
Yes.
Save her.
That's exactly what happened.
That is not it at all.
This is dry.
No, you should be thanking him for sacrificing himself for you. Honestly.
You're on the island that moves out and actually expands out fairly far. As you see little lakes on the island itself.
Let's look for a sign.
Yeah, signs.
I'm going to switch down to human.
And human.
Okay.
Looking with my human eyes. What's the difficulty?
9.
No successes.
So it's still
1.
perception alertness?
Yes.
1.
1. No, never mind.
Okay.
Is there aiding in this game?
There is.
Could we aid?
How?
by speaking aloud the things that we see and hoping that someone recognizes it as a sign.
That's cute.
I would like to
I thought so.
start making fewer smells.
A tree.
Would like to what?
I'm going to start making fewer smells to get in the way less.
So
one.
Okay.
One.
None. But I do have a inquiry / thought.
Okay.
So, a common misconception is that dogs have a harder time tracking in the ring whenever in fact their smell is amplified by being wet.
Mm-hmm.
Is our scent currently amplified?
No.
Dang it.
Well, you're also looking for signs in terms of cliffs and things like that.
But I failed, so I'm thinking like, can I smell?
Maybe, but you're also going to be bombarded of all the smells here. Moving through, you do see a strange glyph, one you're not really familiar with, but it does resemble something you know from your human world. It is the face of a woman with serpents for hair.
Medusa.
Except I wouldn't know that.
Do an occult check and see. Would that be an occult check to see if she knows what it means?
Well, this area considers itself to be descendants of Greek legend.
Yeah, they do.
So, intelligence occult.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Diff.
6.
3.
Medusa is typically tied in Greek legends with the Gorgons, a specific race of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And Medusa has been used as a feminist icon in some ways, especially given her overcoming and surviving an assault by Poseidon and being punished for it. And she later became an icon for feminism.
I explained this to the party.
Alright, so...
Don't worry. Like, Athena punished Medusa. Well, not really punished. She didn't want Medusa to be assaulted again, so she turned her ugly. Because Medusa was beautiful. And then Poseidon assaulted her in the temple of Athena, and Athena is a virgin goddess.
I don't think that this is relevant.
She should have made her stronger. Then she could have killed Poseidon. And then shown that her dominance.
I don't think they gave us a time limit, but I
think this is irrelevant at the moment.
Right.
Let's follow Medusa.
It's just interesting.
Well, we can be interesting while we search.
Alright. So this glyph...
Do Medusa's snakes point in a specific direction?
They don't.
Oh, okay.
We should kill the ocean.
Well, that's part of Gaia.
Should just kill Caesar.
Maybe you should sniff around.
Yeah, sniff around and see if there's a Garu scent that's
different than ours.
Well, that's like headed in the same direction as the Medusa.
Okay.
Would you know how it would lead us?
We should all probably sniff around.
I'm not that great of a sniffer,
especially in hobbit form.
Diff 6.
Alertness perception?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna loop this.
5. A 4. That's a 4 in my hand.
4 for Cora.
3.
You get a strange smell. You do smell a wolf smell at the other end of this. It's almost like trees and vines and things like that with slightly larger openings than normal. So patches of grass, larger patches of grass, and you do smell wolf on the other side of it, on a little land bridge that crosses to a greater expanse and deeper woods where the woods seem to be becoming alive and more vibrant.
That looks like the right path. Let's go that way.
But you smell something else.
Oh, what do I smell?
You smell a thick smell of vegetation. very thick, even for here, that's distinct and almost like churned soil. And the vegetation smell seems to drift in and out in waves.
Kind of like a farm?
No.
No.
The turned soil kind of like a farm, but more of just the soil seems to have been turned and tilled or something recently, though it's grass. Yeah, it doesn't look like it at all.
As though they were setting a trap?
Maybe. It seemed like they could have taken the grass off and replaced it like sod.
I throw a rock.
The rock lands?
Does it look like sod has been laid down? No. Like cuttings of it? Or no?
I look for signs of a trap.
Okay.
I throw a rock harder.
I'm going to go diff 8 and you're going to need 4 successes.
God damn. I have 1.
Okay.
This is a really silly question. If a Krynos were to throw a rock at the ground as hard as it could, would it how far into the ground?
What?
Because I'm just imagining you as like,
this is how I solve problems.
How far could a rock be chucked if a Garu could chuck rock?
Yes.
I guess it depends
it would
on the
hit
ground.
fairly hard.
I assume like it would kind of like and into it.
And
a forceful planting of rocks.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just now remembering that whenever we were in the hellscape whatever thing, me trying to figure out the souls was throwing rocks at it too.
You have a thing for rocks.
It's all good. I kind of like touch my toe, like onto the edge of like the grassy area,
and it presses down like normal earth.
Earth.
Soft because of the water nearby, obviously, but
It's mostly because everything's marsh and I hate it all.
I'm sorry, I just got a mental image of me just now that the second rock has failed picking up one of you.
We have a pack tactic where we can do that. However, you should be part of our pack first. I only let my pack throw me. I'm sorry.
All right, then I will take a few steps forward.
Okay.
Walk, walk, walk.
From the earth burst several thorny vines that attempt to wrap around you.
Of course it does.
Awesome.
Dex athletics, please.
There she goes again. Can I like reach to grab her and just?
No, it just like I said, you're not going to react to anything. That's
you're gonna
be like, holy shit.
Diff what?
6.
I still think
2.
You successfully get out of the way as the vines shoot up, as they wave like tendrils in the air.
Alright.
I guess we're on the right
Black
path.
thorns as you see more writhing up like snakes and tendrils, like a cracking of leaves and twigs and vegetation.
That's a pretty cool enchantment.
So perhaps we can go around it. Similar to the quicksand.
Maybe we can jump over it.
In real life, I know things about Medusa that I don't know if my character would know that I want to suggest.
Okay.
What happens when you don't look at Medusa?
You don't get frozen.
Wait, is this the Medusa
Stone.
path, though?
Is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it
Medusa
is.
path.
Okay, I'm sorry.
don't
I
get
thought this
stone.
was a separate...
And these
Separate
vines
way.
kind of look like snakes, don't they?
A little bit.
What if we had somebody close their eyes and we'll yell at them if they get attacked? But see if going blind is the way to do it?
I mean, I guess I'm willing.
I'm willing to check it out too.
I'm the punching bag. Let's go. I'm gonna close my eyes.
If you're gonna
I'm
have
gonna cover
attitude
my
about
face.
it, B, then I will go.
As
Walking
B,
forward.
as B walks forward, the vines come slaying forward, and because your eyes are closed, they grab and wrap around you and slam you into the earth.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
As they are grappling you now.
Get me out of this.
Is she close enough to try and tear the vines off of her?
Huh?
Is she close enough to try and...
Cora is close enough to tear the vines off,
Alright,
yes.
we're gonna do that.
How wide an area did the vines cover that we can see?
They cover about 10 feet by 20 feet.
Okay.
So that's a strength?
Strength brawl. Or dex brawl.
Oh,
to
dex
hit
brawl.
to hit and cut through like a normal combat action.
4.
It's 4 rollover. Since it's not dodging.
And this is clawing. Strength plus 2. 4, 5, plus 2, plus 4. 3.
3. And that is enough damage to break this vine as B is free.
I get up. You know, I did learn in my mythology class that you defeated Medusa with a reflective shield. We might need to umbra this.
I'm going to try to walk around it.
It's all marsh.
I think that's okay.
Can you just get caught by a net?
Right. Yes, that's correct. I'm going to try and walk around it.
Okay.
Just going to...
You feel something slimy wrap around your leg. A vine. Yank as you splash into the water.
Okay.
There's vines here too.
Damn it! Cora's gonna Krynos.
No, let's just go into the umbra.
Am I close enough?
Well, I gotta save
Am I close enough to grab him?
You're gonna have to cut through the vine.
Okay. What do I roll?
Rage to shift?
Insta shift, yeah.
What
Well, I'm already glabro.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, same. I just wanted more strength.
What do I
Go
have to
ahead.
roll?
Dex brawl.
Okay.
Diff 6.
Wait, do we add anything to brawl if we're in glabro or no?
Nope. Dex brawl.
That's diff 6.
Yep.
2.
2 rollover. So
For damage.
2 dice plus your strength.
Plus 2.
So 4.
You don't have claws in. You don't.
Oh, you don't have claws
I have
in
claws.
Diablo?
Oh,
Yeah.
because you have the gift, right?
Yeah, I do.
Primal Arsenal. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So 4 plus what?
So you're
So 4, 2, and for the claws.
so
Well, strength is
strength.
4.
so
So
strength in Glabro 6.
right. So 6,
6
7,
plus-
8,
Plus another 2, so you have 10 dice to roll.
10. Oh, I'm rolling. Okay.
Diff 6.
I'm sorry, I thought Diablo had claws as well.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2,
They kind of do, but they don't act like claws. They're just really long fingernails.
Oh.
4.
4. You cut through and Kyle's leg is free
I'm just gonna kind of over my
as
shoulder.
he slides back.
Thank you.
All right, let's all stop wandering off.
All right, Umbra.
All right, you look into the waters. Four.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you all
hold on.
instantly go except for Shinigami, who gets.
Wait, hold on. Diff 4?
Yep.
I got 3.
You all instantly shift over as the tendrils disappear and you see amorphous, shadowy blobs. As the land opens up with a trail with sets of stones set up, piles of them, seeming to be ritualistic markers of respect and reverence in the Umbra.
Perfect. The blobs, that's where we're going. So for these markers, is there anything special that we're supposed to do? Or are they just like...
They seem to be tied to what was happening there, but
okay.
more likely related for some sort of religious worship.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's carefully move forward. Keeping an eye out carefully. Carefully, Keegan. I just want to make that carefully. watching with our eyes and our noses.
Yes.
Carefully. I learned my lesson.
As you pass through, you see several blobs and shadows here, about 5 or 6. There are several trees around, and it is incredibly vibrant. Green, lush, warm. The water's crystal, pristine, and the Gaian spirits no longer seeming to attack you.
Perfect. And so once we've crossed like the amount that we think that patch is, I think that we should step sideways again.
Let's do it.
What do we see past the area? Like, has it changed now that we are out of the Medusa path?
Yeah, so you followed the Medusa path through the rocks, entered, and then it has become kind of another island, or it's a bit of land, not really an island at this point, that vasts out, like I said, massive trees that seem to be emerald, warm, thick grass. The waters are pristine and crystal-like. All the Gaian spirits here seem to be acting normal again, no longer aggressive towards you, and you see 5 or 6 shadows.
Yep, I think we should now step sideways.
Should we not investigate the shadows?
The shadows are probably the
Garu.
Garu.
Oh. Okay.
That's their spiritual impression in the umbra.
Two.
So
Yep.
the 4?
The 4.
2.
So you instantly shift as you see several women here. As they look and acknowledge you, you take 30 seconds, and then they look and acknowledge you. It is here that Cassandra's wrath goes, "You've proven yourselves, and so you shall wait 2 nights here for our kin to show. Our kin will work with you in this. They will take you to this rig. You will defend them from supernatural and spiritual threats, and they will find real-world evidence to try and get this abomination removed from the Gulf."
Good.
Both nights here are free. You will not have to pay a talent.
Thank you for your
You know,
kindness
some
and generosity.
basic shacks here for them to live in.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you for your generosity.
Of course.
Cassandra, Wrath, Rhea.
Oh. Drop the honorifics, child.
We have a lot to learn about lots of different tribes.
I remember them.
Certain tribes care for them. Most of the Black Furies do not. Though I appreciate the gesture.
Thank you. I don't know what to do now, honestly.
We're gonna go sleep.
That's probably a pretty
How'd you deal with the Gorgon?
With respect.
Good.
I don't know what a Gorgon is.
Medusa.
That was the plant.
Oh. It was tricky at first, but...
He doesn't still have a vine around his ankle, does he?
No.
Hide it.
The Wild's children are grand. It's amazing what they can do when they finally possess a physical body.
It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, even, I'd say.
Be careful. The Wild is not Gaia. It still bites. But we are the protectors of the Wild. And they come here to aid us.
We will be careful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do now.
Well, so we have 2 nights with which to rest, and we have a task. So what time is it?
After all that, it's probably about 5 p.m.
Yeah.
It's dinner time.
Dinner time.
You could also formally invite Shinigami into your pack if you so choose.
That's something that we can do. How do we do that?
You'll have to go into the Umbra and summon Bear or seek Bear.
Alrighty.
To the Umbra.
Well, is that something that you would like to do, Shinigami?
You've proven interesting to me. Yes, I humbly accept.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Well,
I'm sure you won't regret it at all.
This one speaks in odd tones.
I'm a Ragabash.
She's an odd one.
Ragabash.
It has nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do with that.
All right. 5.
Do any of you have summon spirit?
No, but don't we have... Oh, crap. We can't do that, can we?
You can spend a talent to get someone else to summon.
I mean, we have always finds pack.
That means Bear can find us.
Yeah.
Not that we can find Bear. Let's just go into the Umbra and look for her.
Yeah.
I
mean, what's the hurt in looking for Bear?
Might take a while.
It
Maybe.
depends on whether or not Bear wants to talk to us.
Are we gonna get attacked by snakes again?
No.
No, because we've completed our
Mission.
our quest.
Test.
Test.
And we didn't kill anyone.
Exactly. Good.
Yeah.
And we didn't die. All right, into the Umbra.
I got 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You pass into the Umbra.
Perfect. Alrighty. So if Bear were in a swamp, where would Bear be?
You have to find spirit trails that would lead to a more bear-like environment.
Probably the thickets.
So that'd be perception.
Perception occult.
Oh shoot!
That's not for me
So
to do.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do you have points of gold?
No,
You
I have
can roll
points of
with
perception.
without the occult. No? Goodness.
What's the?
Dip, what?
6.
Including if you don't have a cult?
Yes.
1, 2,
3.
3, 4.
1.
Alright. You do find some patches of grass that lead into the trees. The trees start to look more evergreen
This way, guys.
as you start passing through deeper and deeper, as you see the water starting to get replaced with rolling hills and mountains again, leading over to a cave. As Bear steps out, it's been some time since you sought me.
Yes. We found this one, and we would wish her to join our pack.
Is the bear speaking Garu?
Yeah, he's speaking Garu.
Okay.
Plus, he took the thing so that
Yeah.
you can all understand him regardless.
Right, but I don't know if she can.
That's fair. As the bear spirit looks at you, do you wish to heal?
So is this like a common usage of a word?
Spirits are weird.
Apparently.
Bear is
I'm just kind of nodding at you.
a spirit of war and healing.
H-E-A-L?
Yep.
Oh.
Not H-E-E-L.
Oh, yeah, that could
Oh,
be
yeah.
confusing,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, especially with my background, I was like,
No.
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated.
As Bear moves over and points to your scars, healing is more than this. Healing is what caused it. And fighting that. Would you confront what happened to you again, if given the choice?
As in reliving it?
No, as witnessing it and stopping it, placing yourself so that you take on the burdens, rather than those who had never had to take them in the first place.
Yes.
There is much hurt, but there can be much healing. As Bear rises up, as its hand becomes, or its paw becomes translucent. The claws swish through you, and a strand of moonlight connecting to your chest is drawn out. As Bear swipes through them, you notice that there are three strands of moonlight that are tied together in a knot. As it moves down and yours ties itself with the other three. Bound you are.
Thank you.
You now have access to Mother's Touch once a day.
It's a healing ability.
Oh, I'm a healer?
Well,
now.
Yeah.
And it's really helpful.
So helpful. Oh my
Healer
God.
tank.
Basically, yeah.
You all have access to 3 dots of medicine that you can try and draw from.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Do you have any points in totem?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got
I
3.
believe so.
Where is that?
It's under backgrounds? Yeah. She has 1 dot.
Okay.
So I get 3 dots in medicine, you said?
Not quite.
So we share 3 dots of medicine.
That you can pull and release. But, so if someone says, on my turn I pull 2 dots of medicine, if you go right after them, you can only pull 1. Because they have to get back to their turn to release it back to the group.
What are these numbers next to my gifts? I don't remember.
Page numbers.
Oh.
It's all good.
So...
And luckily you don't have any honor right now because choosing Bear, you lose 5 temp points of honor for following Bear.
Yeah.
Why?
There's a
Oh,
lot
we didn't
of
tell you.
war stuff. So Bear is associated with the Bear Changers, who the Garu claim betrayed them, and that's how they justify the War of Rage, where they wiped out most of the other shapeshifters in a battle of supremacy.
Lovely.
So... now we
some
have...
werewolves regret the War of Rage. Others don't. Like Kyle's pack regrets it. Bee's pack Bee's tribe regrets it. Your tribe, not so much. They actually think the worm, or they were tricked, and that only a few of them were corrupt. And Cora's tribe thinks, fuck them, they were weak.
Yeah. I did. Okay.
So now that we have an additional dot in pack member totem points, do we do anything?
I think that brings it up to when
Jess was with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I did add a totem point though
Okay.
for myself because now I have 3.
Yeah.
So we have 8 now.
So.
Yep.
You can spend that, or you can bank it till you increase it more to add additional powers for Bear.
Definitely think we should bank it.
Well, what additional powers can we add now?
You can increase Bear's overall stats, I believe, is the only one that you have right now.
Yeah, we chose to just save it when Jess was with us.
Yeah, but I don't remember why.
It was because of one of the powers, I believe. 2 points. The totem is always with the pack members, if you have 2 banked, which means you wouldn't have to summon him. 2 is totem is respected by other spirits, which could give you bonuses on rolls involving certain spirits. 2 gives him an extra charm. 3 allows an extra pack member who can use the totem's power in the same turn. So 3 dots of medicine available to 2 pack members at a time. 4, the totem is connected mystically to all the pack members, allowing communication among them, even at great distances.
And that costs 4.
That costs 4 extra totem points, yes.
Yeah, I only have 2 right now, I think.
And 5 is the totem is feared by agents of the worm. Either minions of the worm flee from the pack, or they do their best to kill the pack. 1 is you gain an additional 3 points to spend on the totem's willpower, rage, or gnosis. One is this totem can speak to the pack without the benefit of the spirit speech. And of course you have the other one that is totem can always find the pack members.
Yeah.
So we need to increase it by one more in order to get we can all talk to each other. So if anyone has any extra experience.
Might.
Also, one of us should pay Baranosis.
Oh yeah. I'll do that. I'll give...
He places up his paw and goes, keep it. We are bonded.
Thank you, Bear.
As he nods to you. And you're officially a member of the pack, which means you also gain access to the pack's tactics. And if your gnosis is higher than your rage, or equal to your rage, you will not attack them in a frenzy.
Nice.
And it is, thankfully. No more of that.
Sam. Cora. For the longest time, my gnosis was 3, and my rage has been 5 the entire time. And so, like, it was just a good idea not for me not to rage. Because...
Yeah.
Would attack even my pack. They're kind of squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty dang squishy.
So, we should make our way back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then go hunting.
I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Good. We could do a gnosis hunt.
Is there are there any downsides to increasing willpower? Like there can be for increasing rage?
Nope.
Okay. Thank you.
So at what point do I get to spend my experience? I have 4 points?
Depends on what you want to spend.
Yeah, it depends on what you want
Okay.
and what makes logical sense. Like, increasing your academics now would make no sense because you've done nothing with the group or any downtime to where you could have been reading books and actually learning. But you could potentially bring up athletics or even expressions as you're learning to express yourself amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, Kyle upped his stamina? Athletics because we've been running for hundreds of miles.
True.
He's leaning out.
Or you can save some and ask a spirit or someone to teach you a new gift.
We've made a lot of perception rolls.
Yeah. You could bring up alertness. Or perception.
Perception?
Well, you don't have enough for your perception. Because it costs... For an attribute, it's your current dot times 4 in experience.
Times 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 8 to up your perception right now, but it would only be 4 to up your alertness.
Would that be a wise thing to do, or should I just save these?
I mean, it's up to you. I waited until I had like 12, and that was dumb, because I used it on like 3 smaller things anyway.
Well, like, how useful is alertness going to be? Like, who has the most alertness?
I've got 2.
I've got 2.
3.
But I mean, it's not necessarily going to hurt us either. If
Yeah.
that's not what you want, you should
Because
think
the
more about
alertness
what
also
you want
applies
to
to
do.
your combat roll.
In what cases?
With alertness to get initiative.
Yeah, like I have a 7 for perception alertness, so I'm pretty good at finding things.
But it's more about what you want to do as well. I mean, with your character.
Oh, right. Well, I also want to have a balanced team as well, is what I'm thinking, too. But
It's definitely more about character-driven motives, though, for this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
We'll
it would
make it
probably
work.
help for me to have a point in academics or occult, but it hasn't really come up that my characters wanted to do that.
You were learning about Medusa.
I was, but I also said we shouldn't do this right now. We should go.
Yeah, so it's what you want to do as your character, and we will work it out. We will we will incorporate it and
Okay, I'll save it for now.
find good ways to help it.
Okay.
For it to help us.
Can I inquire to see if anyone could potentially teach me sense worm?
They will require a talent.
I don't have one. Damn it. Okay.
I mean, we use like all our talents, so
Yeah, we
Definitely
did.
bridge, yeah.
Just to sleep and get here. Should we offer to bring food back?
They're fine. They They tell you to go hunt. Do what you must.
Alright, we're gonna go hunt.
Alright, you find some small critters to feed on.
Perfect.
Crunch down.
Tasty.
Yum.
So, then, when, there's a dull moment, I guess, I'm gonna... Which one of them was telling us about the favor that we're doing for them? Was it Chandra, Amnita, or Cassandra's Wrath?
Cassandra.
It was Cassandra's Wrath and Night Stalker who were telling you about what you had to do.
Okay, so if I see one of them and it looks like they're, not busy, I'm gonna ask them if there's anything else we should know about what we're getting into, what we're doing.
As you get to Night Stalker, she goes, "You know as much as us, sister."
Alright. That's fair. I was hoping that there would be...
We know that Endron is connected to Pentex.
Yes.
We've dealt with them before.
Yeah,
Then you will
had
know
run-ins.
about as much as us. We've dealt with them, mostly their Endron projects, but we have dealt with others as well.
Do you have any
Mostly
idea?
Pentex.
Do you have any idea what they could be looking for? Where they're proposing to put the oil rig?
Probably not.
We've heard legends, but we are not sure.
Legends.
Shifting Moon is a bit of a scholar.
I shall go find Shifting Moon then. I want to hear these
That is
legends.
so up your alley.
You do find Garu, who seems to be off away from the other ones. She seems to carry herself differently. For one thing, it doesn't appear she is a Black Fury, possibly the only one of the Sept.
Oh. Maybe I can speak. I'll be part of things. It's probably not worth the risk, though.
Do you feel left out? I'm
No.
sorry.
No, I feel...
You can speak, like...
Can I? Just with the other Black Furries, is that fine?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
were invited in.
You were invited in.
Okay.
And
I didn't really
the
know
Children
how it
of
worked.
Gaia are one of the few tribes that the Black Furies respect.
Oh, good. That's wonderful news. Great.
They claim that whenever they had male Guru children, they gave them to the Children of Gaia.
Oh, okay.
Because they showed that they would honor women,
Nice.
things
Dope.
like that, so...
Perfect.
Awesome. So, I kind of quietly approach her.
She seems to be meditating.
I will sit beside her and also meditate.
When asking a question, silence is rarely the best form of asking.
You speak truths, but you did appear to be deep in meditation, and I did not wish to interrupt that.
I appreciate it. Who are you? And she looks at you, opening her eyes, shaking her head back and forth.
I am Pillar of Questions of Fomori's Bane.
I'm Lon Fen, Shifting Moon.
I'm Beak Young, Pillar of Questions, and I heard that you were the person who knew about legends and could possibly answer one of my pack's questions for a task we're going to be performing in 2 days.
I was a bit of a history buff before my change, and I carried that with me into my Garu years. It's part of the reason I joined the Stargazers. And yes, every Karen here in North America was controlled by one of 3 tribes before we showed up. The Uktena, the Wendigo, and the Croatoan. Some legends say that the Uktena were able to use mystic rites to bind Banes under the earth so that many Garu wouldn't die.
Interesting.
And I think that that's what this is looking for.
It's not an oil well.
It's
Bane
not an oil rig. They're trying to release a Bane. Probably something very powerful.
Yes.
If it was bound beneath the
I
earth.
doubt it's a storm eater, but it's still going to be powerful.
A storm eater.
long ago, across the Midwest, there was a great spirit called the Storm Eater. It's when a great Weaver and Bane spirit merged into a powerful storm that would blow across the Midwest with such strength it would shatter moon bridges and throw Garu into deep recesses of the Umbra or to their death as it raged across, and it became the Storm Umbra, where only the storms, the winds, and the rains raged as this great Bane tore across it and was fed upon the atrocities watered by the blood of American genocide.
Damn.
Right. And we're going to try and stop that.
No, it's, as I said, it's probably no Storm Eater.
But strong nonetheless.
Potentially, if they're going to be ignoring a more profitable area. Thank you for that information. Do you happen to have any other stories to share?
Several. Why? What are you looking for?
I'm a silence trader. We're always looking for information.
True. You're always trying to earn it, too. So if you do this, I'll give you a legend.
I would appreciate that.
And if you come back alive.
That's the hope. Thank you for your time. I shall leave you to your meditations.
I was just really trying to clear my head.
Oh.
And take a nap.
Oh.
You're the one who made it the stereotype.
Well, then I shall leave you to your rest and return to my pack, and yeah, I'll do that. Thank you.
After a few days, 4 people arrive. 2 men, 2 women.
Mm-hmm.
There are Martin LaBelle, Marcel Fortier, Flora Travers, and Diane Tremblay. They are kinfolk, kenning, and they came here with a boat. Martin, nice to meet you.
Marcel.
Nice to meet you.
Sending them to us young. So, the idea is that we've got some skills to try and get into the computer system. We want to try and pull some files while you guys keep anything supernatural off of us. We don't know what an Agent L is, and quite frankly, we don't have the skill set or the innate abilities to probably deal with one. There are going to be workers on this oil rig. They are probably just human. At least the vast majority of them will be. So we need you to be a little subtle. We don't need a mountain of corpses if we can get away with it. Kill only when you have to. Is that understood?
Understood.
Yep.
Understood.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna have to pass as a human. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do today.
Don't have to pass as a human. Just hide as one. Just don't be spotted. You'll be fine.
Should we, pick up some clothes?
You can grab some darker clothes on the way there.
Okay.
You've got a couple extras. Though those clothes are not bound to you, so if you shift to Krynos with those clothes on, just so you know, you will rip out of them.
Yeah, but hopefully it won't come to that.
But that is a story for next time. Thank you for everyone who listened. We will be back next week to conclude this arc. Have a great day.